Okay, so we're going to do a quick review about the trig functions that you learned in Math 2, but we're going to add to it why we need to know the reference angle. So we'll use the color purple here. So it says let theta be the angle from the standard to some point xy. That's the terminal side of theta, and then we can figure out the distance from the origin to that point. That becomes our radius. Eventually we'll make a full 360 circle here, but if I want to know the radius, since this is a right triangle, this is my y distance, is my x distance. So all I've got to do, x squared plus y squared equals to r squared. If I want to know r, I just take the square root of x squared plus y squared, and that'll give me r. Now, notice previously we talked about the reference angle. So interesting thing here, this sine of theta is the same as its reference angle. So this is the reference angle. We don't have any given measure here, but we know that in a right triangle, if I want to find the sine, then I look at the opposite side over the hypotenuse. So it would be y over r. This is a good time to bring back SOHCAHTOA. Sine is opposite over hypotenuse. Cosine is adjacent over hypotenuse. Tangent is opposite over adjacent. So if I want to find the cosine of theta is the adjacent side, which in this case is x. And let me move that. There we go. Correct my little arrow there. So x over y. And if I want to find tangent, that's opposite side over adjacent side. Cosecant. Cosecant is the reciprocal of sine. So reciprocal means just inverting. So now cosecant is r over y. Secant is the reciprocal of cosine. So it's y over x. And then cotangent is the reciprocal of tangent. So it's x over y. These are reciprocals. All right, now let's do one with an exact value here. So it says 5, negative 2. So if I go out to positive 5 and down to negative 2. So that's my point. I'm looking for the angle. So my angle theta is actually this, but my reference angle is what I'm going to use to figure out what my cosine is. Now my reference angle, I know it extends down 2 units, and I know that it's out 5 units. So I can find this. If I do 5 squared plus 2 squared, that's going to give me r squared. 25 plus 4 equals r squared. 29 equals r squared. So square root of 29 equals to r. So I know that this measurement is square root of 29. You know what? I think I need to do some changing colors here, because I think it's confusing. So I want to change this to positive 5, this to negative 2. And that represents our little point right here. Five, negative 2. All right, let's go back to purple. Okay, so let's find the sign. So sign is going to be opposite over adjacent. In this case, not opposite over adjacent. That's tangent. Let's start that again. Sine, here's my little reference angle right here. Sine is going to be 2 over square root of 29. Cosine is the adjacent. That's going to be 5 over square root of 29. And we're not going to worry about rationalizing that. We're just going to do this with the radical in the denominator. And tangent is opposite over adjacent. So that's 2/5. If I want to do the cosecant, all I got to do is just flip the sign. So sine is 29, is 2 over square root of 29. So cosecant is root 29 over 2. Secant is root 29 over 5. And cotangent is 5 over 2. And that's our quick review of the trig.